Morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, December 13th. Today is a very interesting day. A lot of things happened between yesterday and today, and there were a couple of things that I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the importance of really following through on your desire for change and being able to admit to yourself that sometimes you have a good day and sometimes you have a bad day. I'm exercising that mindset right now every day since I started recording these videos. And I found it truly transformational. The reason why is because when I tell myself, when I tell my inner voice that I'm doing the best I can, and even if I do something wrong because I feel that I did wrong, such as I had a reaction to something that triggered me, or I was impatient with someone, or I didn't take time to understand someone or something, and I reacted the way that didn't make me feel good. If I tell myself, okay, I need to understand why, and then I do think about it and I'm being honest with myself, and I think about it honestly, and my inner voice is telling me why, really, without emotion, then I feel balanced. So for the past couple of months, I can truly tell, because I started this process in the beginning of October, I truly can tell, and not only myself, but some very close people to me, that that transformation is happening. And as it's happening inside of me, it's happening outside of me. I am feeling happy every day, regardless of the day, regardless of the situation. I feel energized, productive, and I feel love. I feel love inside and I feel love around. It's an incredible feeling. And I just wish upon each and every one of you that you will feel what I'm feeling very soon. And you will comment and say, wow, Marina, this is true. I feel it. I experience it. Taking another step forward, I can tell you something else. It started happening in actions. For example, I had a meeting, and sometimes, or actually most of the times when I go in these types of meetings, I feel very anxious. So I remembered about an interesting concept that was shared in the Jose Silva teaching. And I'm sitting in front of computer. We're going to connect via computer with my meeting, with the people in the meeting I met. And I just started hyperventilating, and I started feeling like I'm trembling inside. I'm stressed. I feel stressed. So what I did an interesting thing. Per Jose Silva starting teaching, I did this motion, and I hope you can see both of my hands. And I apologize. It might be kind of going in and out because I don't have a green screen today. I'm not in that setup right now. But I did this concept. You can see it now. I'm showing on the screen. And as I did this concept, right, I just pressed those two fingers together and I started breathing. I immediately calmed down, immediately. So I will share in the description of this video what Jose Silva book I purchased and what I read. And what is happening is that in the book, Jose Silva teaching is explaining how to identify this particular motion with calming yourself down. And I just took 2, 3 calm breaths and I was calm. And the meeting went phenomenal. I'm sharing this because I know for a fact this is the tool that worked for me. And as I mentioned before, if it works for me, it's definitely going to work with some of you. With that said, I wanted to, so I'm sharing, this is such an incredible revelation. And I'm so happy that I finally see what I am working on and what I'm professing, right, to all of you, that it does work in real life through your own mindset. I'm feeling loved, I'm feeling happy every day, I'm calm. And through activities, actions that are started happening where universe is basically supporting me, supporting in anything I do, answering my prayers, answering my asks, answering my reality. I wanted to share something with you that I found also beautifully interesting. If you allow yourself to learn who you really are by paying attention to that voice and force within you, then you can become what you were fated, your fate, what you were fated to become, an individual, a master. As I said, we're all healers and we're all individuals and we're all masters within ourselves. So people sometimes ask me, how do you know? How do you know what to listen, what to know? I'm coming back to the same tools that I shared before, and I will be happy to repeat as a reminder. When you are in a certain situation, or when you ask a question inside and you don't know the answer, you have your voice. You're alive, then you have your voice. That voice, the very first thing that the voice is telling you is going to be the true answer. However, many people don't hear it and they hear the secondary voice, which is your fear. So it's very important when you're listening to your voice, be brave and be honest with yourself and really learn to hear the voice that comes from your soul, not your mind, where the fear is sitting. The fear is not sitting in your heart, it's sitting in your soul. I'm sorry, in your mind. So hear your soul. Try to learn. And how do you know? It's actually very easy. When you ask a question and you hear an answer, if that answer makes you feel good, really good, calmingly good, then it's a true voice. If the answer makes you somewhat comfortable and you feel that you're adjusting, but you're not truly, truly feeling calm inside, that means it's your mind, it's your fear. Try it out. I'm really curious and hoping that some of you can share if you've done that exercise and what are the results. I'm super excited about that. The next quote that I wanted to share is truly important on the path of transformation, and it's adjacent to actually it relates to, it's not adjacent, it relates to what I was sharing earlier when I said you need to love yourself, you need to forgive yourself, and you need to take every single action or reaction when it's not exactly the way that you want it, with the clarity that it's your learning, you're learning. So you will think through the emotion or reaction or the activity, action, and you will adjust moving forward. The quote is actually coming from C.S. Lewis, and I think it's really wonderful. You can go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. So many people told me, you know what, I start something and then I just fail at it because I stop doing it, practicing it. I have to tell you, I not only that I can relate, I'm one of those people. There are multiple activities that I have started in the past and I would drop and then I would feel horrible about it. And I would feel like I would talk to myself and say, how could you do it? You're such a loser. You shouldn't have stopped. And I said, you stopped. And it's worse and worse and worse. So what do you achieve? What did I achieve? Nothing. When I drop something, I don't achieve anything. I just drop it and I forget about it, right? I found that quote last night. and I'm sharing it with you. And I'm going to now start repeating it to myself every single day. If I feel like what I started, I'm dropping, right? I would say to myself, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Let's do it together. Let's see what your life is going to show you, your activity. Um, and lastly, I have another one which is absolutely beautiful, and it reminds me of all of the motivation that I am providing, first of all, to myself. What do you think, guys? Do you think, like, when I'm talking to you, that my number one priority is to share motivation with you? I have to honestly say that it's actually for me. When I say these things out loud, when I read these things out loud, when I process my thought, number one, I'm helping myself. And I'm not ashamed to say it, and I'm not scared to say it. Because as I'm helping myself, as I feel more and more calm, confident, in love, I share that with you. My hope is I can provide this energy and the knowledge 100 times more to all of you than I receive. And that's the truth. So Jeff Brown says, it's important to remember that those coping strategies that helped you to survive may not help you to heal from what you survived. I'd like you to think about it, because we started talking about trauma, emotional trauma, and how we, each of us, are healers and we want to heal ourselves. When I read that sentence, it made me think really hard, because I think that we're all struggling with the fact that we must forgive ourselves. We must forgive ourselves for any wrongdoing we're causing to ourselves. And I think that what will help is this particular statement. It's important to remember that those coping strategies that helped you to survive may not help you to heal from what you survived. I am going to leave you with that, because I would like to dedicate my next journal entry of my transformational journey to that conversation, because I think it's important for us to spend a little bit more time on this. But that said, it's time for a card. I didn't forget, because I prepared it right next to me. And so, the reasons why video is a little bit different is I'm traveling. I'm not in beautiful Florida, but I'm on the West Coast in California visiting family. So that's why the video is a little strange without the green screen. And I am shuffling these cards because I wanted to make sure that we know what is awaiting us today. And even though I'm not in beautiful Florida and I'm in California, it's still important. As you saw, two cards fell. Okay, so these are the cards that fell. And I'm going to show them one at a time, because you can't see them without, like this. Energy water. I'm in San Francisco. I'm in California by the water. And the second one is beautiful, but very hard to see. So energy water is number 21. And this one, oh, wow. Oh, enchanted, number 12. Enchanted. So let me read. Number 12, going beyond illusion. Exit templates. This is exactly what I started talking about today. How are these cards knowing it? I have no clue. But these incredible cards by Alexander Popov-Mikhailov are truly, they're incredible. They make me think about 4D and 5D here. So Enchanted number 12, going beyond illusions, exit templates. And that's what we're going to be doing by talking about more about the fact that we can start anything today and change the ending, and we can truly understand what we need beyond illusions. The second one is 21, water energy, hydrate, emotional release, cleansing tears. We started talking about the fact that our survival mode is not, oh, I'm gonna try again. Our survival mode is not necessarily our healing mode. We will talk more about it next time. Thank you. I'm excited to share that it's a beautiful weather in California today as well. So for all of you, please enjoy your day, and do remember every day is a beautiful day when we have peace on earth and everyone around us is healthy and happy. Sending love to